from the gun. Here's Watson. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught at the 10. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 55 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Lions nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Runs through the contact. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second and 9 now. And the catch made by Johnson.
We got this.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit! A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 2nd and 5 now. Watson, it's complete to Hopkins. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. 24. Check 24.
Out of the gun, Watson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a first down throw, Watson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Lions' 5-yard line.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. These two teams all tied after 1. 7-7. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Watson. Screen play, Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Go, Mike, set. 19, 54.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Let's go. 50, plant. All day. All day. Let's go.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Topper, topper.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. A throw out line to QT, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
On first down, it's Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And this one complete to Reed. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
Check 53, Mike. Check 53.
To throw is Watson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
Extra point good by Prater. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go. At their own 29-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Ready? 10-2 stop. We got it. 2.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is taken at the 23. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Stepping up, and this will be a touchdown. Deshaun Watson in the final seconds of the 1st half as his guys are able to regain the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's go now. 8, read. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Now. It's run.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken around the 12. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
From the gun on third, Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On second and very short, Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Clay Matthews able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Watson from the gun on third down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
On the double
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Wide, get 6-6, pull it high. Yes. Get it.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And he will have a touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Right there. All day, dog. Go.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Go.
2nd and 14. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Yep. Hey, check Mike.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. A first down carry now for Miller. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Tackle made by the third-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker. From the 44, Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? Looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
X3, 218, chopper. Jumper.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Hey, Echo. Hey. 51, Mike, 51. Army. Now.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left and got his man complete. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 94 yards. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
You draw quarter. 5.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 49-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. That'll be caught right side by Reed. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Watson to throw on third down. Forced out to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devon Kennard. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go play action here on first down. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Let's go, baby.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing now, Watson flushed out right. And his pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Watson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperate. He's got a man. Complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Houston, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.